Steve Davies, this is your segment. We're not going to have any interruptions. I want to talk about security and security only. The former head of Royal Protection, Davies, said that by revealing the layout of palaces, Harry, quote, makes the job of protecting him problematic. Only a fool would reveal this kind of detail about the royals' inner sanctums. What do you make of that?
I wouldn't call Harry a fool. It's a mistake what he said, definitely. But again, with security and the protocols we have in place, there's always an escalation procedure. And this would have been taking place now with the publishing of the book and the details that were given. Changes would be made straight away to the security, whether it's at the palace or whether it's with Harry's personal security team and the family's team.
So you don't agree that by revealing the layout of various bedrooms and wine cellars and the lifts and so on, that he has made it easier for either an extremist or a deranged person to attack a member of the royal family?
He's made it easier for that to happen, but at the same time, you can go onto the dark web and you can probably get floor plans of the palace and everything else. The amount of information that you can get on the dark web, the internet, it's overwhelming.
You protected... I just want to skip over to the paparazzi now. You protected Meghan from all sorts, including the paparazzi. Does this book make it more likely, the book and all the media appearances, more likely that the paparazzi will hound them again?
Yes, it can increase the paparazzi. And the biggest problem we had with Meghan in Toronto with the paparazzi was they were just chasing us down everywhere. One of the things I want to explain, the difference between paparazzi and media is paparazzi are looking for that $1 million Photoshop that they can get. That's the biggest thing. With the media asking for interviews and everything, if they're refused, they're refused. But the paparazzi are like stalkers, and they will sit outside the property, sit outside the house, and they will follow you everywhere they can just to get that one magic shot. Just
to skip over to the Taliban real quick, we have discussed it in detail, but you know, he goes into some detail about killing Taliban fighters, and he says that 9/11 was the reason for wanting to fight in Afghanistan. Of course, that means that to some in America and in Britain, he's a hero, but you know, some Afghans, especially the Taliban, criticize him for dehumanizing the enemy. Has he increased the likelihood of an attack on him or any member of the royal family as a result of the book?
That is a possibility. One thing that I do tell people, Harry, when he was in Afghanistan, was one of 100,000 soldiers doing a job. He was there serving the country, serving the coalition. Yes, he will now probably be a little bit of a higher target, but again, with the security implementations and increasing the security measures, it's something that's got to be done.
We're nearly out of time, Hilary. I do see you putting your hand up. I haven't got time, I'm afraid, to get to you. One last question for Steve. You've said in the past, on record, that Meghan is an honest, truthful person. She's good-hearted and will go out and help anybody at any time. There'll be a good portion of the British public who think that she is rather manipulative and she's pulling the strings on Harry. Is there any truth to that?
Not that I can recall. What I said and what I stated was from my personal opinion of Meghan, having worked with her for so long, having seen her with Harry. She's not manipulative.
Out of the two, who is in charge?
Harry.